Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Beyond the Tragedy. My name is Jerry Bryant.
I'm David Bryant, and we are Rhett.
Today, we're going to be talking about track 10 off of our debut album, The Wake of Tragedy. This song is called Counterfeit, and this is a very big song for us. I think this is our best song on the album. It really has a lot of different layers to it. I thought David killed it on the vocals, and I thought the songwriting was very, very good. We also have another guest artist on this one. One of my dear good friends, he's one of the best guitar players in the world, Jasun Tipton from 0 Hour, does the solo at the end. We'll get into more of Jasun Tipton in a minute. But David, what's your favorite aspects of this song and what are the lyrics about?
This is one that I really pushed myself on as far as vocally. It was like way at the top of my register, and I didn't think that I'd be able to do it, but it turned out really good in my opinion, as far as what my expectations were. It also has some of my favorite bass playing on it, from me, obviously. It's more like jazzy oriented, like at the end in the solo.
Yeah.
I like the dynamics of the song because it starts off with like some like dissonant chords or whatever it's called.
It's a very interesting intro for sure.
And then it just hits you.
Yeah.
It hits hard. Overall, the song touches on kind of the hypocrisy we experience as human beings, and kind of how oftentimes we create bigger problems for ourselves than we need to. And then it kind of offers a viewpoint perspective as to perhaps why that is. This song is really near and dear to my heart and Jerry's heart as well, because it was written, I think I started working on it around like 2015 or so, originally.
Yeah.
And I sent it to Bob. I think I had all the guitars done for the most part, and like a backing track for the drums, and Bob wrote me back and told me that it was, in his opinion, the best thing that I've ever written to date, at that time anyway. So that was kind of a major push for me.
Mm-hmm. And I think the most funny thing about this song is that it actually almost didn't end up on the album.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a very interesting night at the studio. David and I were running late. Another song was being to be worked on, and lyrics were not written for that. And we finally made the decision that, you know what, Counterfeit was done, and we were going to push for that to be on there. And it turned out we got Jasun Tipton on the song to be the guest guitarist. It turned out to be our favorite song. It was Bob's favorite song, so going back to this album being about Bob, song not necessarily about Bob, but still wraps up the meaning of how it was Bob's, thinking that it was the best thing David ever written so far. So yeah, that's kind of funny that this song almost did not make it on the album.
Right, that would have been a tragedy.
That would have been a tragedy. That's a good one. And then, yeah, real quick, before we end the video, I want to talk about Jasun Tipton real quick. Jason and I go, back to like 2002 or something on MySpace. Bob moved to Arizona. He went in my bedroom when I was like 13, 14 years old, sat down with a big thing of CDs, and we just listened to a bunch of albums that night, and 0 Hour, The Towers of Avarice was one of the ones that was played, and immediately fell in love. And that's probably the album I listened to the most out of all of those CDs that we listened to that night. And fell in love with 0 Hour, and then actually reached out to Jasun Tipton and started talking to him. And it turned out that he was and is one of the best human beings on the face of the planet.
Yep.
He's extremely nice. He's very humble.
You had a 0 Hour fan page.
Yeah, had a 0 Hour fan page for a long time.
Yeah.
And then a few years ago, me and my fiance Sarah went to California and watched his other band, Abnormal Thought Patterns, for a couple of days. We went up the coast and watched them play with Into Eternity a few times. And he and his entire band spent almost the entire time with us, and they didn't have to. So that was really cool. We ate lunch with them, dinner with them. We hung out with them the entire night, but both nights it was amazing. So if you guys want to hear Jasun Tipton stuff, go find him on Spotify, YouTube, all that good stuff. 0 Hour, A Dying Planet, Synthesis, Abnormal Thought Patterns, Jasun Tipton's solo album. The list goes on and on. He's been in everything.
You do want to hear Jasun.
Yeah, you do want to.
Tipton.
And 0 Hour's back together. So
Yeah.
Jasun, thank you so much for being a part of this song. We really appreciate it. You're the man. We love you. We always will. But yeah, I think that wraps up this episode of Beyond the Tragedy. If you want to listen to it, go to our website, wrathbonding.com, to buy merch and stuff. We have the CD on there, the shirt, and our logo shirt is on there as well. And you can visit us on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, YouTube, all that good stuff. Thanks, guys.